everybody. This time you caught me as I'm preparing for the lesson that I'm going to be teaching tonight. I hadn't taught it yet. I'm getting ready to do it. I'm in my personal study at the church, prepping for the lesson. I figured I'd go ahead and make this video. But I wanted to share with you, my family and I, my wife and my daughters, we have this pastime that every 4 years, when the Summer Olympics roll around, we'll sit for hours on end and just watching all of the different events. And a few of our favorites, it happens to be track and field, whether it's the men or the women. And we have a few favorites of ours like Usain Bolt and Allison Felix. We love watching those guys perform. But the one thing that we tend to talk about is the amount of focus and the amount of discipline that they have in order to achieve the goal. Now, you can use GOAL or you can use GOLD because both have attained to that aspirations. But the truth of the matter is that they're only able to do it because they have to have a tremendous focus on the finish. If you've ever watched the movie Chariots of Fire, you'll know that there was this one part in the movie where this one guy is running against Eric Little, and the fundamental in running is that you look straight ahead. But because he took his eyes off the finish line and looked at Eric, who started to pass him, he was not able to catch him because he lost his focus. And then he tore himself down afterwards because he knew better as a person who was supposed to be disciplined enough to keep your eyes focused. Many times in our lives, we lose our way because we're not focused on the right things. We tend to lose focus from time to time because we're always looking at the wrong things. So I want to take you to the Word of God and look at verse 2. Tonight's lesson actually covers Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 through 11. But I want to look at verse number 2 because verse 2 pretty much says everything that we need to talk about today. And it says, "Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." From that aspiration, from that aspect, we understand that our focus needs to be on Jesus. And the implication is if our eyes are on anything else, it's going to distract us from what it is we're going after. And you'll be surprised at the things that can distract us. Fall under two categories according to verse number 1. It's either a weight or sin. And that is kind of why, most track stars, when they run, they wear as less clothing as possible because they don't want anything to hinder them as they run. Having said that, we need to fix our eyes on Jesus as it relates to our faith. We won't falter out on our faith if we learn how to be as disciplined as the track stars, as disciplined as an athlete, to keep our eyes focused on Jesus. You'll find tonight's study on the website at www.gspanec.org. Look for the study resources link, click that, and then scroll down for the faith folder and look for the study guide that says the focus of faith. Okay, just wanted to throw that at you. I'm getting ready to go in. Once I pray in here, go out there, worship out there, we're going to go right into the study. I hope you stick with us, be with us. Next time we're going to go into the gospel. We'll be studying the gospel on next week. John chapter 16, verses 16 through 28. So please read up on that next time. And I'll be looking forward to talking to you again as we continue our journey on faith. God bless you.